Hey guys, Roden Stag here, and welcome to Britannia 2 Hotseat overview and time-lapse. So let's go through the players, and then we get into the time-lapse. So playing England we have Fable, playing Wales we have Danny Alex, and playing Scotland we have Bert Burrows 1, playing Ireland we have RP Fighter, and playing Norway we have MT Explorer. So let's begin. Okay, I hope you guys all enjoyed the time lapse. It was quite fun, a very eventful hot seat. This went on to 21 turns, so it went on quite a while. But as you can see, Wales and Ireland are the victors. Ireland being played by RP and Wales being played by Danny. Now England as well, they sort of got fucked pretty early. That's the way to describe it, I guess. So they died very quickly. Essentially, Danny just went full blitzkrieg into England, and yeah, he also went into Dublin as well, which is a thing happening in the second turn. So England sort of died pretty quickly, didn't really have a chance to get an alliance. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure they didn't manage to get an alliance. The only reason they're still alive and a vassal of Wales and now the Duchy of Norfolk is because in the hot seats, if you kill the first turn if you kill the faction that goes first in the turn order, you lose the ability to quick save for every other faction, which is a weird medieval 2 bug that unfortunately we can't fix. So that's why they're still alive. Most times that does happen in hot seat, so yeah, it's a bit irritating. Now Wales, obviously very powerful, very experienced player playing them. That's why they were so unstoppable. He also went through and renamed all of his settlements Welsh, which I thought was very interesting. I think there's a lot of nice little devotion to his faction, which I like. And that's little RP sense as well, which I like as well, which is quite cool. Also means I can't pronounce any of them. So yeah. So that was cool. Now Ireland obviously dealt with English pretty quickly. Once England pretty much died pretty much. So they didn't do very well this hot seat, I'm afraid. Which is only mainly because the English player was a little bit what's the word? Unskilled maybe, or just new, I guess, to hot seating. Ireland as well, they just dealt with England, and that was pretty much it. Now, Wales proved to be quite a powerhouse, so obviously Bert in Scotland and RP in Ireland tried very hard to try and get Wales to join more of them in an alliance to win the hot seat. Eventually, Danny chose Ireland. I think they were going to ally from the beginning, weren't entirely sure what was going on there, but I think pretty sure Ireland and Wales planned to ally from the beginning, although they kept it quiet, I think. So, yeah, as you can see, this is the result. Now England was slowly moving up north to come help. Wouldn't have done much. The English family trade, this is literally it. Beatrice married this guy who then died in battle. Died assassinated, died in battle. So yeah, a lot of people died in this. Yeah, so obviously Scotland tried to ally with Wales, failed, and then decided to ally with Norway. They didn't attack Norway. I think they had like a non-aggression pact at first, which is why there was no fighting between Norway and Scotland to begin with. So they stayed allied, and then eventually Scotland died, and then Norway followed after. They had the last final stand over here in whatever, what was it, Kirkwall's there, Wick. He's renamed the settlements, and I can't remember which one's what's it called. So they had the last stand there of Norway and died. Now Scotland, actually Norway took out Scotland, and the reason they took him out because Bert was subbing Norway, and decided that Inverness and Scotland was hopeless, and decided to just kill his own faction. And yeah, then MT just then came back and from a break, and then just took over and held his ground and fought to the end, which I thought was pretty cool, instead of surrendering, which is awesome. MT's the type of player to fight to the death, which is pretty cool, and very rare among most players in the community. Yeah, there's a big rebel army here. I think Norway was in here as well, but I think the last family members must have been here, which explains why those two settlements are rebel. So yeah, very eventful hot seat. A lot of stuff happened, plenty of action from the beginning, and a lot of fun. Now, to follow up from this hot seat, we'll be doing Britannia 3 next. Danny actually sent me a nice little mod, which puts the Barons Alliance into the game, which I think is very nice. And so that'll be the next one. It'd be nice to have the Barons Alliance into the hot seat as well, which I think will be a nice little addition. So let's go through the turns. So starting off with Ireland, their family tree, quite a few died. Someone died in battle. He died in battle, but the rest of them are still alive. So yeah, this is just Ireland. Not much really to say here. Ireland's very empty. They've moved all their forces north, as you might imagine. Big full stack here. King Brian and Muller. That's a pretty cool name. He's got a bunch of generals with him and a bunch of troops. Yeah, a lot of yeah. He told me he had a lot of Osman and was it Highland Pikemen as his armies? So that's pretty. There's one there. Oh, there's another army here as well. Yeah, pretty cool. I think he had another full stack somewhere, and this is on a boat. Not sure. He said he had another army somewhere in Ireland. I might be missing that, or there isn't another army. Maybe there's just two. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Ireland. Unless hang on a minute, they might be on the boat. No. No, I'm not. I'm not sure where the other army is. I'll look on the list actually. Not you. I found you. Oh no. Okay. No, I don't know what that army is. Oh, well. But that's Ireland for you. Moving over to Wales. Now Wales renamed their faction to Thames Pryden, which I think it means like Empire Britannia in Welsh, or Britannian Empire, British Empire, or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what that means, I'm afraid. I think I figured it out and I completely forgot what the hell it is by the time this video comes around. I'm actually using a different keyboard because my keyboard actually sort of just broke today. Well, not the whole thing didn't just break in half, but it didn't break physically. It broke inside. And the S key just broke. And you might have noticed in my it wouldn't have come out yet. But tomorrow I'll be uploading an Attila video, and you'll notice during that video, I end up going down here like this, and I can't get back up. So you'll notice that happen. That's and I'm using a spare keyboard now, thank God. That I used to have years ago, and I'm gonna purchase a new keyboard soon. So hopefully I won't have to use this one too long. Even though the spare one isn't too bad, and I'll definitely keep it around. But anyway, Wales. Their family tree is pretty much intact, apart from these two, but they died way before the game started. King Llewellyn the Killer. So yeah. Speaks for itself, I guess. Rodri the Malevolent, Cadwigan, bunch of other generals here, bunch of adopted generals as well, as you will find in certain hot seats. There are a lot of people adopt generals. The general's bodyguards are overpowered and very good in auto resolve. Then you got Prince David, and all that. So yeah, that's a family tree there. As you can see, if I go for the agents, I should have done that with Wales, but there you go. But as you can see, ton of spies and agents, and quite a few forces. Their military forces, they haven't got like big armies; they're very split up, which is a nice little trick you can do. That's a zerging tactic, I guess. But yeah, Wales didn't have much of an army really up here. They just sent everything up. Yeah. But yeah, that's Wales. Very powerful faction. Just went straight after. Yeah, they didn't. I think Ireland was doing the main fighting up against Scotland and Norway. Then Wales sort of just came up and finished them off with their fleet, which was kind of cool. And England might have done something, but I doubt it. But yeah, that's essentially it for the hot seat. Obviously, Britannia 3 will be the one coming next that'll be hosted on my server. If you are interested in getting involved in hot seats, feel free to check out my Discord server in the description. We host hot seats on there quite a lot, so just check that out. And I'm sure currently we have the Britannia one going as well. We did start a third age one that started today as well, which is pretty good. So yeah, there'll be more hot seats on as time goes on as well. Still waiting for quite. I mean, currently the only ones that are finished on my server is the Kingdoms hot seats. We're still waiting for like the Grand Campaign hot seats and Lucium hot seats and all that to finish, because obviously they're bigger hot seats and with a lot more, like 20 or so players. So it takes a lot longer to go for the turns and takes a lot longer for a video to come out for that. But yeah, if you're interested, check out my server. There are also other servers as well that do hot seating, so like the Hot Seating Hub as well. And the YTWM, he does hot seats as well. He's doing a 1v1, I think, at the moment as well, which is pretty cool. So plenty of hot seat and stuff around. Of course, you can always check Total Center as well. They got tons on there. Although I must admit, I don't really use Total Center at all. So yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this hot seat. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. There's definitely more to come. But yeah, feel free, if you are interested, check out the server. Sorry to say about that. But anyway, I thank you all very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and farewell.